What up, Coop Group? Welcome to the final war of Alliance Season 23, where we're against DSVG. And let me tell you, this war got stressful, but it was fun. As you saw by the intro, we do get an attempt to get revenge on Node 49, Hazard Shift Mini, where Nick Fury is. Because last season, we died twice to that same node, and that was the only death I had last season. So it is time to get revenge. But anyways, I'm bringing in the full Ghost team. I'll be in Path 3, taking some of the middle mini-bosses. And then I'll be in Path 5, and I'll be taking the Nick Fury mini-boss. And it's going to be such a fun war, very fun war. I'm so glad that it worked out this way. We had our officer, Elias, aka Psycho. That's his name in the game. Coordinating all of our paths this war. And he did a great job with it. We did a great job this war. I'm sure we could have been a little cleaner, but it worked out wonderfully. So yeah, I'll be in Path 5 in the second section. There is an immortal A-bomb, so that's going to be... I've done it before, but I'm going to do a different strategy this time. Now, I was scheduled for that Mojo, but someone else took it. You guys know how I feel about when someone else takes my fights, but it's fine, because they sold the fight. I did say that in case I wanted the global down, someone else could take Mojo, and everyone thought that meant, oh, someone else take Mojo. Not what I meant, but that's okay. But we are boosting up big for the next 3 fights. For the guillotine fight on Path 3, which is a waste of a node for her. I think the best spot for guillotine is probably Path 9, second section. But Magneto can easily get her down. Get her down anywhere in any node. But as you see, we're boosting up pretty big because we're going to be taking 2 mini-bosses, Node 22 Mordo and Node 23, I believe it's a moleman. Node 23 moleman, a Mixmaster. So we're taking all 3 of these fights on the same boosts, and it's a rank 2 guillotine. You think that a Masters group would be placing rank 3 guillotines, but then again, not everyone has a rank 3 guillotine to place. I do end up fighting one of Swedeah's champions. I believe that is his Mordo, his rank 5-star Mordo, which is the next fight, Swedeah's champion. Now, Munash and Swedeah are both in this alliance in DSVG, and they did a great job also. And, it was a close war. And although we were very confident in our win, I know that people played overly confident and shouldn't have. But anyways, this fight's over. Super simple. I lose less than 1% health. On to the next fight. Next fight is a power snack backup recovery Mordo. Now, I did bring the hood synergy, so in case he gets to a special 3, then I can phase it. And luckily, I do have the hood synergy, because that's what ends up happening. Now, with Power Snack, any debuff that I place on the opponent, or any buff that I get, dexterity or precision buffs, he can eat it and get 50%, half a bar of power. So as you see, he will end up getting Power Stack at some point. Anytime I throw a special 2, I get a buff from special 2s, and he gives him 50% bar of power right there. He also activates backup recovery, so I know for sure he's going to a special 3 right away. I could have thrown a special 2 right away, but I knew that with the hood synergy, I can easily throw this. So, yeah, I think I could have put an invuln boost down, but I was very confident in these fights. And this is Swedeah's Mordo, and he's just down just like this. I lose, again, less than 1% health. Super easy fight. Thank you, Swedeah. Boom, bam, pew, pew, pew. You were gone. Of course, I had to use that words because that's what Swedeah's videos always are like. But on to this moleman. Now, this moleman can be a bit difficult because he can shrug off any debuff, as well as he can shrug off, I think, non-damaging debuffs, like parries. But with the Magneto's pre-fight, which I'm poking my buddy Igor, and make sure that he is placing the Magneto pre-fight debuff for me, because with the Magneto pre-fight, you can easily parry moleman anytime you want. And because I'm using a metal champion, it makes it so I get 50% extra attack damage. Now, this fight is Mixmaster, which to me isn't a big deal at all, because as long as I just stick to medium light attacks, I'll be fine. Now, he is a stubborn defender, and I haven't fought moleman on stubborn in 3 wars, because I've been putting him on protect. But very simple war, very simple. Trying to get to a special 2. I could have blocked this right here, but I'm like, I'll get a parry in, just fine. Parry that, 2 hits, special 2, big special 2, gonna phase my recoil damage here, just in time. Another special 2, and this fight is just so easy. It's down just like that. Thank you, Solar Slayer, pew pew pew, you're down also. And on to the next section, where I believe less than 4 minutes later, I was cleared to get to my path to that dormammu. Now, I do still have all those boosts up, which are nice. I did have a inbound boost for those 2 fights, because I have inbound boosts just sitting around, and it's the last war, and we are not going to die. We're not going to die. I hope we don't die. But yeah, so there's this dormammu. It's just 670, which means that even if I do degen, it's not going to be that much. Ebb and flow intercept, which means that I need to get an intercept off before I throw any big specials. And it's only 140,000 health. Now with ebb and flow, it makes it really easy. Now I do get intercept off right there. Now he's not a stubborn defender. He is a protect defender, but not stubborn defender. So it's a very simple fight, because there's no issue at all for you to be worried here in this fight. I do not activating dexterities on accident at all. I get the ebb and flow fury up, and I throw a special 2, and this fight is over just like that. I lost 5% health in 4 fights. Just 4 fights. Now this next fight is actually what I was worried about, because I was thinking of doing this with the stubborn node down. And the last time I did this fight, I had a power start 1 boost to get to a special 2 as quick as I can. Because when fighting Immortal A-Bomb on this node, on ebb and flow, he won't start with any poisons, but he will get poisons when he throws a special 2. And when he has poisons on redouble determination, it gives him extra power, extra attack, and extra, I believe, crit resistance. You need to be very careful. So I'm boosting up for this fight and the next few fights, because I just have these boosts ready to finish this war out from the last few fights of my war season. I'm thinking of throwing an advanced power boost, but instead I throw on an inbound boost for this fight and next one, because again, I'm not going to die. In case he does get a special on me, like a special 2 on me, not going to happen. But my goal here is to get to a special 2 before he gets to a special 1. So I'm phasing as much as I can here. I don't really hit him much. As you see, I do get a little smack there, but not sure why I did a few hits there. I'm going to do 1 hit here and then just back off and try and get a hit into my phase. I'm at a special 1 so far, almost at a special 2 before he's even at a half bar. Almost there. All right, now my next goal is to turn off ebb and flow. I'm going to hit him, turn off ebb and flow, just like that, get a parry here. And this fight is going to be over so quickly. He's at a special 1. So, again, I can't let him throw a special 1, or else I'm just screwed. If he throws a special 1, again, he gets many poisons and he gets more power gain. But just like that, this fight is over. It means I don't ever need a power start 1 for this fight ever again, now that I know that it's possible. Now, on to the next fight. It is a ebb and flow intercept, Mr. Fantastic. It's a very simple fight. Again, someone was going to take it with Quake, but I'm like, dude, it's a long fight with Quake. With Ghost, it's so quick. Plus, I can probably heal up after you throw the special 1. I still got my inbound boost going. And of course, after 5 fights, I'm at 90% health. So this is going perfectly for me, trying to get to as much power as I can at the beginning of the fight. Hence why I just phased so many hits there. Activate ebb and flow, just fine. Parry just because when I can. Make sure he doesn't evade me. If he does, and whatever, not a big deal. I have a special 2, I throw a special 1, because my goal here is to not throw any special 2s at all. Because if I throw a special 2, I can screw myself in the next fight, because of the fact that he places his careful studies on me. And if I get a careful study on my special 2, I'm screwed for the next fight. I'll never be able to throw special 2s, they'll do no damage at all, because it really weakens your specials. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get to a special 3. But if I do throw a special 2, which you'll see I might actually throw here, the goal is to throw it so it finishes them off just like that. So I get no cross fights on me. For the next fight, I'm good. That fight went really well. Super simple. I'm at 85% health. And now this Fury. Now I wasn't sure if I was going to take this Fury. I stood here and I thought, you know what? I died twice to this Nick Fury. Twice last season. It was the only death that I had in 2 different wars to this node. So I'm like, alright, I watched those videos to see where I went wrong. And where I went wrong was the first one is I threw a special 3 when I should have just waited. And then the second one went wrong is there was a bug and I threw my special 3 and it just made it so I couldn't block or anything. So I did a few fights, a few duels to make sure nothing bad was happening, and I was ready to go. Now, I will put on a Power Step 1 boost because my goal here is to get to a special 2 as quick as I can. That's usually what my goal is on the Hazard Shift mini boss, is to get to a special 2 as quick as I can. Then once I get to a special 2 where I throw it, hopefully I get enough debuffs on me from Hazard Shift. I only threw 2 hits into my phaser, which is like, whatever. Now, when fighting against Nick Fury, you have to be careful of his tactical charges. If he has more than 3 tactical charges, or more than 4 tactical charges, then he can hit through your phase. So I throw my special 2, I get one finally, and I get 2 debuffs in me, which is perfect. I get another special 2, I throw it immediately, and I miss. I'm like, please don't hit me. Oh, luckily he held his block. So lucky he held his block there. And now he has more than 4 tactical charges, so he can easily hit into my phase. And what I'm doing here is that I could have thrown a special 2 there, but basically his second life is almost done. I throw a special 2 right here to turn off his special life just to make it go down quicker. And all I gotta do is throw one more special 2. It's all I gotta do. He throws a heavy attack. I do a combo into him. I hit him. Come on, finish. Yes! Finally, redemption on that fight. Finally. It's the first time I've ever taken out Nick Fury in Hazard Shift. We had someone with a CMM first scheduled for this fight, but no. I wanted redemption for this fight. And now, in this season, the last fight of my whole season, we've conquered that node, and I'm so happy for that. Now, we took 7 fights this war, and we didn't die at all, which means a total of 1 death this whole season on a Hazard Shift mini void, which shouldn't have ever happened. It was just a bad feeling, bad node, whatever. Unlike last season, we died twice in the same amount of fights. 69 fights both this season and last season. We died twice last season, once this season. So we're getting better. I promise we are. And with GT40, we only lost 4 wars because we fought against the hardest people ever. We lost to Kenobi, ASR, Noon, and Agent Graphite. Now, we shouldn't have lost to Agent Graphite. I know we can beat them. But last season in Agent Graphite, we lost 5 wars. So kind of in a better place right now. And we are in 4th place out of all. And Agent Graphite got 5th. Now, I was telling everybody in my alliance that we wanted to push this war. They're like, why are we pushing? We're masters. I'm like, you know what? I want to be above Agent Graphite, Agent TG in the leaderboard. I really want to do that. And I know that we can do that as long as we don't die as much. And this war was close because when I went to sleep after that Nick Fury boss, DSVG was winning. I believe we had 6 deaths and they had 5, or we had 8 deaths and they had 6, one of the 2. I'm like, all right, well, we can't die anymore because they might buckle up and just try and beat us. They might. But ended up, they died 10 times. We died 8. We won very close war. You guys did an amazing job, DSVG. Thank you so much for the amazing war. And just an amazing season to everybody in GT40. You guys all played really well. And I'm looking forward to next season where we all kick butt and hopefully get top 3, which is what we're aiming for. Top 3 next season. And hopefully you guys are looking out for the Alliance War rewards for Masters War opening, since we're in 4th place out of globally all the alliances in the world. I'll catch you guys later. This is Coop signing off. Happy gaming.